Chapter 8. Ronan's World. Unravels. Ronan slammed the office door harder than he meant to. The sound echoed through the small space, sharp and final. For a moment, he just stood there, chest rising and falling, jaw tight. The room felt smaller than usual, like the walls had shifted inward overnight. Papers were scattered across his desk in uneven stacks. Blueprints curled at the edges. A half-finished coffee sat cold beside a pile of invoices stamped in red. Overdue, delayed, pending. Every word felt like a weight pressing down on him. Tessa leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, watching him carefully. "You look like hell." "Thanks," he muttered, running a hand through his hair. "What happened?" He didn't answer right away. Instead, he grabbed a folder from the edge of the desk and tossed it toward her. It slid across the surface, stopping just short of falling. Investor pulled out. Tessa picked it up, flipping through the documents quickly. The more she read, the tighter her expression became. "This isn't just bad," she said quietly. "This is catastrophic." "Yeah," Ronan said flatly. Silence settled between them. Outside, the distant sound of construction drifted in. Hammers, drills, the steady rhythm of progress. Or what was supposed to be progress. Tessa closed the folder slowly. "How much time do we have?" "A couple weeks," he said. "Maybe less if the suppliers stop being patient." "And payroll?" He didn't answer. That was answer enough. Tessa exhaled, running a hand over her face. "Ronan, I'll figure it out," he cut in quickly. "You don't even know what it is yet." "I said I'll figure it out." His voice was sharper now, edged with frustration, not at her, but at everything closing in around him. Tessa studied him for a moment before speaking again. "Tell Lilly." The name hit differently, softer, but heavier. Ronan shook his head immediately. "No." "Why not?" "Because," he said, pacing now, "she just got back to a mountain of work. She's rebuilding her own life, getting back into her career. She doesn't need my problems dumped on top of that." Tessa raised a brow. "You mean she doesn't fit into your handle everything alone plan? That's not what this is." "It's exactly what this is." He stopped pacing, turning toward her. "Tess?" "No," she cut in, stepping fully into the room now. "You do this every time something gets hard. You shut people out. You convince yourself it's noble, that you're protecting them, but really?" She gestured around the office. "You're just isolating yourself." Ronan clenched his jaw. "She's a lawyer," Tessa continued. "Not just any lawyer, a good one. You told me that yourself." "I know what she does." "Do you?" she challenged. "Because from where I'm standing, you're acting like she's just someone you had a nice week with, not someone who might actually be able to help you." Ronan ran both hands over his face, exhaling hard. "It's not that simple." "It kind of is." He let out a humorless laugh. "An investor backs out, contracts are on the line. I've got employees depending on me. And you think the solution is to call the woman I just, what, reconnected with after years and say, 'Hey, my company might collapse'?" "When you put it like that, yeah," Tessa said, "because she's exactly the kind of person who knows how to handle situations like this." He hesitated. Just for a second, and Tessa saw it. "She works in contracts, right?" she pressed. "Negotiations, risk, legal structure." Ronan didn't respond, but his silence spoke volumes. "Then she could help you understand your options," Tessa continued. "Look at the investor agreement. Figure out if they breached anything. Maybe even buy you time." "It's not just about the contract," Ronan said quietly. "Then what is it about?" He looked away, and there it was, the real reason. "If I tell her," he said slowly, "then this," he gestured vaguely, meaning them, "stops being simple." Tessa's expression softened slightly. "Ronan," she said gently, "it was never simple." He let out a long breath, shoulders dropping just a fraction. "She sees me a certain way," he admitted. "Like I've got things figured out. Like I built something solid." "And you did." "Yeah," he said, voice tightening. "And now it's slipping." Tessa stepped closer, her tone steady. "Let me explain something to you," she said. "Lilly doesn't help because you're perfect. She helps because that's who she is." He didn't move. She spent years dealing with high-stakes situations, Tessa continued. Pressure, risk. People are trying to back out of deals. She knows how to think clearly when everything's falling apart. Ronan swallowed. She could help you review the investor withdrawal, Tessa added. Maybe there's a clause they're violating. Maybe there's leverage you don't see. He glanced at the folder on the desk. She could also help you restructure, Tessa went on. Protect your company legally if things get worse. Help you avoid losing everything you've built. That's not her job, he said, but his voice lacked conviction now. No, Tessa agreed. It's not. She paused. But that doesn't mean she wouldn't choose to help. That landed. Hard. Right now, Tessa said, softer now, you're carrying financial pressure, legal risk, and the responsibility of every person working for you, all by yourself. Ronan's chest tightened. You don't need to do that, she said. Not when someone in your life actually has the skills to stand beside you in it. He leaned back against the desk, staring at nothing. Images flashed through his mind. Lilly in the ocean, laughing. Lilly on his couch, wrapped in candlelight. Lilly looking at him like she saw him. Not the business, not the pressure, him. She deserves better than getting pulled into this mess, he said quietly. Tessa shook her head. She deserves the truth. Silence stretched between them again. This time heavier, more honest. You're doing that thing again, she said gently. He let out a tired breath. What thing? Trying to carry the world alone. Ronan didn't answer. Because she was right, and deep down. He knew Lilly wouldn't see his struggles as a burden. She'd see them as something to face together. He just wasn't sure he was ready to leave someone that far